Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, January 31st, 2022, and joining me, as always, on 5-Minute Mondays is Dr. Timothy Bray. Dr. Bray, can we take a look at the dashboard?
Absolutely. So, Dani, what you can see here in the left-hand panel is that our new cases over the last 7 days are 59,606. That's down from more than 108,000 the week before. So that's a 45% decrease. And as we talked about last week, we are starting now to see active cases come down as well. 215,000 active cases in North Texas, down almost 18% from the 261,000 we had the week before. We still see a smaller number of deaths. Now, the death count is higher. Remember, deaths follow active cases, which follow new cases. So we're still seeing a higher death count, but it's far lower than what the similar rate would have been under Delta, let's say. And I want to show you what this decrease looks like for us. So let me change pages here. There we are. So you can start to see here on new cases down at the bottom right, our new case count is down significantly. Again, we peaked back in mid-January in Texas. This is Monday, January 17th, at close to 60,000, a little over 60,000 new cases a day. That number is now down to just under 40, about 36,000 new cases a day, and we expect that that number will continue to decrease, and we are also seeing that happening. And the good news is we're seeing that in all 4 counties in the sort of the core of the Metroplex. So if we look at Dallas County is seeing the decrease. Collin County is seeing the decrease. Denton County is seeing the decrease, and Tarrant County is seeing the decrease. So this is a decrease that we're experiencing everywhere. So it's a good sign we are on the backside of this Omicron surge.
That really is great news, Dr. Bray. What can you tell us about the Omicron subvariant, and is its prevalence affecting the case numbers at all?
So, last week we started hearing about this subvariant of Omicron called BA2, the original Omicron being BA1. The big variation is that it has a different set of mutations than Omicron, than BA1 did. The biggest deal and why they call it stealth Omicron or stealth COVID is because it evades the test to determine if it's Omicron. It doesn't evade the test to determine if it's COVID. Right, so you'll still get a positive COVID test just like before. On the back end, when we're trying to figure out which variants are prevalent, that's when we run into a little bit of trouble with this BA2. There's still no word yet that we should be at all worried about BA2 any more than Omicron. You can see that the Omicron numbers are still going down. We have, of course, seen a few BA2 cases in Houston. But we're not yet sort of ready to say this is a new dominant strain or anything like that. And again, right now, it doesn't look like the symptoms are any worse or the case trajectories are any worse for BA2 than they are for BA1.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Bray, for joining me as always every Monday. We will see you next week for that first day back at school. Thanks, Dr. Bray.
Thanks, Dani.